Could you just take us through your thought process of why you decided not to wear a mask?
Well, I had one on before. I wore one in this back area, but I didn't want to give the press the pleasure of seeing it. But no, where I had it in the back area, I did put a mask on. Not necessary here. Well, everybody's been tested, and I've been tested. In fact, I was tested this morning, so it's not necessary. And I liked it very much. I actually, honestly, I think I look better in the mask. I really did. I look better in the mask. But I'm making a speech, so I won't have it now. But I did have it on right here, and I think some of you might have gotten a shot. Thank you very much.
Mr. Ford, can you confirm that the president was told it's okay not to wear one in this area?
It's up to him.
Ford has made it very clear that everybody at the plant needs to wear a mask. They made this known publicly. President Trump, for whatever reason, has thus far refused to wear a mask.
Ford said in a statement that PPE is company policy to prevent the spread of COVID-19. Do you anticipate the president wearing a mask today?
Well, if he does wear one, it'll be the first time that we have seen him do that publicly.
Michigan's attorney general has warned that if the president wears no mask, he will be asked not to return.
The attorney general is also piling on. She sent an open letter today, Dana, saying that President Trump must, I repeat, must wear a mask when he is at this factory today. We'll see if he does one. He was asked about it on the South Lawn, and he kind of pushed it off a little bit and said, we'll see what happens.
What is it about a face mask that he thinks people around him think gives off such a negative message? I keep saying this to people around me, that we don't smoke on planes anymore because of the danger it poses to those around us, or in office buildings. We stop at stop signs not only to protect ourselves, but also those around us.
It's just such an easy step that he could take, and most public health experts would like to see him do it, not just for the safety of those around him and for that aspect of things, but also just for the aspect of the example that it would set for Americans across the country who are beginning to go back in public or beginning to frequent businesses again.
I can understand why the president doesn't want to give the media that photograph of him wearing a mask. Do you understand why?
I do, but I also think that he wants people to get back to work, and one of the best ways to get people back to work and make them feel comfortable is to people are going to have to wear masks.
Despite warnings, despite pleas, he goes into a Ford plant without a mask, unaware or uncaring that it's not so much that he might get the disease or catch the virus while he's there. It's that he might spread it and he might give it to others.
Is the president no longer welcome in Michigan?
Well, I will say, speaking on behalf of my department and my office, that's right. That's exactly right. I mean, today's events were extremely disappointing and yet totally predictable. The president is like a petulant child who refuses to follow the rules. And I have to say, this is no joke.